Hey guys, today we're going to be repadding a Gigabyte 3080. This is rev2, so it is light hash rate, and they might have made some minor changes to memory modules as well as cooler design. I really doubt the cooler design, more so memory modules. This might be like Hynix instead of Micron. But anyways, that doesn't matter. Today we're going to be repadding this card, where I'm going to be showing you how to because I've already repadded it. And yeah, let's get started. Now, again, with Gigabyte cards, I try to do it without taking out any cables, just because the cables for Gigabyte cards for me have been a pain, and I've even seen repad videos where they actually rip out the actual connector because of how stubborn they are. So I try to avoid taking out the cables because I can just do this without having to really take off the cables, and that honestly is a game changer for me, because once you figure out how to actually do that, it makes repadding these kind of cards a lot easier with the stubborn connectors. And even my friend with the Gigabyte Eagle 3070 Ti, he ended up repadding it with the connectors like that because he couldn't do much. Like, it was unfortunately, the connectors were literally stuck in there and he couldn't get them out without, like, he thought he was going to rip off the actual header. So, you know, just a word of caution for those of you who are looking to repad a Gigabyte card. With the Gigabyte 3090, I did repad. I was able to get the connector out relatively easily. All of them are gaming OCs. Also remember, the front part has these smaller screws, so keep those separated from the other ones. Okay, we've basically done the hard part. And again, the best way I like to do is go back here and just really quickly. Well, I need to make sure. Okay, yeah, I have one more screw connected. See, that's why you don't rip it off with full strength. And you got to feel for if there's any tension in it. Okay. Let me check. I also have this on here because in my other videos I sort of expose the serial number, but I already have it registered and all that, so it's not like it's gonna do much. But I just do it there as a precaution. Yeah. Okay. Now, Gigabyte cards tend to be... This one was actually a pain in the ass for me to undo the first time as well. There we go. Yeah, this thing is super stubborn. Okay, so my repad actually got a bit messed up, but that's okay because that's why I'm here to redo it. Okay, so here's how I did it. So I personally, when I first did this, the thermal paste was dry as well as that, so I cleaned up the heatsink by just lifting it up like this and getting a Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol. This is the brand I recommend because it works fine for me. I go in there and I just clean up. But this is my repad, and this is how I did it. I just turned it like this, and that gives me access to the heatsink, and then if I flip it over, that gives me access to the actual core. And remember, I used a Gigabyte Extreme 2mm. As you can see right here, this is Gigabyte Extreme 2mm. This works fine. Yeah, and let me flip it over and show you guys the core side. You guys can see in there. That is all I did. And I'm pretty sure this was there. And I know it has a bit of thermal paste on it, but that's cool. It's not like it's gonna destroy it or anything. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's literally all I did. I just twisted it like this, laid it down, and then I just repadded it just like that. Because with Gigabyte cards, I do not have very good luck with connectors, and other people don't as well, I've seen. So, now that that's out of the way, here's how I like to reconnect it. First of all, since I didn't disconnect any cables, I'm just going to line up the front screws yet again. Make sure that sort of snaps into place, push it forward, and then I'm going to make sure the rest of it lines up like so. Okay, great. And now I'm going to put the tiny screws in the front because that's where they go, and this one, there we go. Screw that in, push hard. Well, not too hard, but you know, hard enough. And then I'm going to put in another one. And then remember, don't forget about this one over here. And I like to put them in by hand first. And then I like to screw them down. And then, oh, oops. Yet another one over here. And again, I'm not a professional. I'm just showing you how I did it in my process. I'm not responsible for any damage that happens to your card. I'm just showing you simply how I did it and how my card is still working. Yeah, this one had really good results with Gigabyte Extremes. I've also repadded a Gigabyte 3080 Ti, but unfortunately I probably won't get a video on that for a little bit. But it's basically the same process, if that helps. It's also, I'm pretty sure it's also 2mm pads on the Gaming OC Gigabyte 3080 Ti. And honestly, Gigabyte did a good job on the design of these cards because they're just really easy to repad besides those cables. Like, I think the hardest card I've ever had to repad was probably a, what was it? I've heard I think it was Zotac. I can't remember. It was a really cheaper card, but it was like absolutely horrendous to repad. I can't remember which one it was, but Gigabyte actually did a pretty good design for this one. So, you know, Gigabyte, if you're watching, props to you. At least with the 3080, I'm really impressed with this card. And I actually got this one out of a pre-built that I ordered for Christmas for a friend. Or not a friend, but more so family. He let me have the card, so I was like, okay, sweet. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this helped you if you have a Gigabyte Gaming OC 3080. You know, like and subscribe if you want to. I'm going to be doing more videos like this. I'm going to see how many views this gets and see if it actually, like, if someone leaves a comment saying, hey, this helped me, great. I'm really happy that it helped at least someone out there. And, you know, if you ever have any friends who want to know how to repad, or if they want to get the confidence, you know, I'll definitely try to respond to as many comments as I can if I do get any. And yeah, Gigabyte Gaming OC 3080, pretty dusty. I got to clean it after this, but yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.